To take refuge in the Buddha is not to take refuge in power. To take refuge in the Buddha is to take refuge in the wisdom of the Buddha. We take refuge not in the powers of the Buddha. We take refuge in the wisdom of the Buddha. It is the wisdom of the Buddha that we call the Dhamma. Dhamma is the wisdom of the Buddha, not the power of the Buddha. All these other religions that worship the creator of the world or the gods, supernatural beings, they are seeking refuge in power. That doesn't help. Power is necessary to change nature, to control nature. But wisdom is necessary to control our mind. That is how the teaching of the Buddha differs from all other religions. Because all other religions are seeking power. It is only the teaching of the Buddha that takes refuge in the wisdom of the Buddha. That is why the Buddha is considered to be the wisest person in the world. So, the first thing that we do is to take refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Buddha is the person who became wise. Dhamma is the wisdom of the Buddha. And the Sangha represents the followers of the Buddha. Because the wisdom of the Buddha is not here now, but he has left the wisdom in the form of the Dhamma. But where can we get the wisdom? From the Sangha. It is the Sangha that preserves the wisdom of the Buddha and spreads the wisdom to the world. Carries the wisdom of the Buddha through the many generations, from past, present, and future. So once we take refuge in the Buddha, we are taking refuge in the Dhamma, and when we take refuge in the Dhamma, we take refuge in the Sangha. And to take refuge is to begin to practice the Dhamma. And to begin to practice the Dhamma is to begin to discipline our behavior. That discipline of behavior is what is called sila. Sila is the discipline of behavior. because we are carried away by emotions. To discipline behavior is to gain control over the emotions. And to gain control over the emotion is to constantly look within. The emotions are within us, not outside. If we begin to look outside, either we become attracted to what we see, or we are repelled by what we see. The more we become attracted or repelled, we are carried away by emotions. So instead of looking outside, we have to look inside to observe how we react to what we see, hear, smell, taste and touch. It is by observing the reaction that we can gain control over the reaction. That constant introspection that is the important thing. That introspection is what is called satipatthana.